Hello everyone, myself Michael Ravina, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. The subject is CS 3551 Distributed Computing. The first unit is Introduction. The topics are definition of the distributed computing, then next one is a relation to the computer system components, then next one is a motivation for the distributed system, then next one is the message passing system versus shared memory systems. Definition: a distributed system is one in which components located at network computers communicate and coordinate their actions only by passing the messages. Mainly, a distributed system is a collection of independent entities that cooperate to solve a problem that cannot be individually solved. Some of the characteristics of the distributed systems are: first one is the no common physical disk, that means physical clock. No common physical clock for the particular distributed systems. Then next one is the no shared memory. In the distributed memory, the memory cannot be shared by the individual devices. The next one is the geographical separation. That means each systems are independently connected, independently placed over the geographical locations. The next one is the autonomy and heterogeneity. These are the some of the characteristics of the distributed system. Then next one is the distributed system model. This is the distributed system model. Here the processor and memory bank are connected. All the specifies the particular P and M. That means P means processor, M means memory bank. These are all interconnected through the particular network that is called WAN or LAN. This is a distributed system that connect processors by using the communication network. This is the system model used in the distributed system. Then relation between software components, that means the interaction of the software component at each processor. Here first one is a distributed application. In the distributed computing system, each node consists of a processor, that is called CPU, and the local memory and the interface. The communication between any two or more nodes is only by message passing using. There is no common memory available. Then a distributed software is also termed as middleware. The distributed system uses a layered architecture to break down the complexity of the system design. Each computer has a memory processing unit and computers are interconnected by using the communication network. A distributed system is an information processing system that contains a number of independent computers that cooperate with another over communications. Here, this is in this figure shows the interaction of the software component at each processor. Next, the middleware enables the components to coordinate their activities user perceives as a single and integrated computing facility. A distributed system can consist of any number of possible configurations such as mainframes, personal computers, workstations, etc. Then motivation for the distribution system. There are some of the motivations are described here. First one is a inherently distributed computation. Then second one is a resource sharing. Then next one is a access to remote resources. The next one is increased performance cost ratio. That means the incremental growth that depends on the computing power can be added to in all the increment. Next one is reliability. That means if one machine crashes, then the system as a whole will still survive because they are independently connected. So it gives higher availability and improve reliability. Next one is the scalability. The scalability is also involved in the distributed system. Next one is the modularity and incremental expandability. Then message passing versus shared memory. The message passing versus shared memory. Here the message passing means the two processes can communicate with each other by passing the messages. Message passing is a direct and indirect communication. Indirect communication uses the mailbox for sending receiving message from the other processes. The message passing system requires the synchronization and communication between the two processes. Message passing used as a method of communication in the microkernel level. Mainly the message passing contains send and receive. Next one is the shared memory. Shared memory means the shared memory system or those in which there is common shared address space throughout the system. Communication among the processor takes place via shared data variables and control variables for synchronization among the processor. Next one is that means here the emulating MP over SM, that means emulating message passing over shared memory. Here this can be classified into partitioning shared address space. Next, send and receive emulated by writing and reading from the special mailbox per pair of processes. Next one is the emulating SM, that means shared memory over my message passing. Here in this model, each shared object as a process, then write to shared object emulated by sending message to owner process for the object. Read from the shared object emulated by sending the query to owner of the object.